The U.S. appears to have dispatched active soldiers to quell violent protests sparked by the death of George Floyd. Some grow concerned that President Trump might invoke a law that would enable him to use federal troops in the country without the consent of state governors. Kim Ji-yeon has the full story.
The Pentagon spokesman Jonathan Hoffman said in his statement Tuesday local time that more than 1,600 active duty troops have been moved to the Washington, D.C. area, but are not in the city and are on heightened alert. Before the announcement, the governors of Virginia, New York, Pennsylvania, and Delaware all turned down requests from the Defense Department to deploy National Guard troops to the Capitol. U.S. President Donald Trump has been threatening to use the military to quell the George Floyd protests, some of which have turned violent if state governors cannot stop the riots themselves.
If a city or state refuses to take the actions that are necessary to defend the life and property of their residents, then I will deploy the United States military and quickly solve the problem for them.
The comment has spurred a debate over the legality of using the military on American soil. The National Guard can be used by state governors for law enforcement, but the president cannot deploy federal troops for that purpose unless he invokes the Insurrection Act of 1807.
What the acts do is they give the president the power in fairly broad sweeping terms to call out the U.S. military or to federalize the National Guard in the states to enforce federal law when state authorities appear unable to enforce federal law effectively in their jurisdiction.
The statute was last activated in 1992 after riots erupted over the acquittal of 4 LA police officers for their beating of Rodney King, an African American. Kim Ji-yeon, Arirang News.